Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am excited because I was sent quite a few products from Merit. Okay, they sent me quite a few makeup options, so I decided that I was going to do an almost full face of Merit makeup because they sent me like a concealer foundation situation, blush, highlight, brow gel, lipstick. I was like, I have almost all the fix-ins for a full face of makeup, so why not? So that is what we're doing today. I'm gonna show you all of the Merit items that I was sent by Merit. They are gifted, as well as the price point of each. Even though these were gifted, these are my honest thoughts of the products. Brand doesn't tell me what to say, just shows up at my door, which I'm so grateful for. I don't get a whole lot of PR, but when I do, I'm like so excited about it because it's such a blessing, you know, to be sent these items, but there's no like contract for me to say anything. They don't say like, oh, try to say something nice, you know what I mean? So these are my honest opinions of the products, and I'm excited to tell you about them. This is the full face. You're seeing it right now, and then we're gonna go back in time to when I did it. So before we get into all of the products and how I did this little beachy spring, summer vacation look, I want to say a huge thank you to Orate for sponsoring this video. I've done a few partnerships with Orate in the past. I really, really love their pieces, and I love the story and the messaging behind the brand. So I'm so grateful to be partnering with them again. I have a couple of pieces on the way from Orate, which I'm so excited to tell you about. They're doing like a huge sale, which I'm going to tell you about in a second as well. But if you haven't heard of Orate before, it is a fine jewelry company founded by women. Their pieces range from classic to statement to completely original, and I found so many pieces that I truly love. I really like dainty jewelry these days. You can see I'm wearing my Orate gold studs. I'm also wearing the rings that I got like last year, like maybe 2 years ago at this point when Orate and I first started working together. I have my Zodiac bracelet on. I just find it really comfortable to wear their pieces, so it's easy for me to wear them day to day as well. And because it's all real gold, I can wear it at the gym, in the shower, swimming. Like, these things are really important to me. I do not take my jewelry off. I forget, and then it like turns my finger green or something like that, or like my neck green. So I need to have, unfortunately, good quality jewelry that I'm investing in. Otherwise, I just have like a whole green situation, which is actually what happened when the founders founded the company. The two founders were actually at lunch, and one of the girls had a green finger from a piece of jewelry she was wearing, and they started talking about how frustrated they were with the current jewelry market, and that's how Orate was born. The thing that I love the most, truly, is that it's all ethically sourced and sustainably made. Their gold is never mined, and their diamonds and gemstones are certified conflict-free, so huge importance there. I think that that's amazing, and it's honestly part of the reason that I continue to support Orate, as well as I love their products. Orate also sells direct to you, so they cut out the middleman so that they can sell like Fifth Avenue brand jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Orate has also partnered up with Klarna, so you can shop now and pay over time if that's an option that works the best for you. And in honor of International Women's Day, Orate is doing a 20% off sale from March 8th through March 13th. Right now, my subscribers get special extended access to the All Humankind sale. Shop early, and throughout the whole month of March, you'll get 20% off any purchase site-wide. That's 20% off with no minimum spend for all new and returning customers, and they rarely have discounts as high as 20% off. So I really encourage you to shop now while it's going on. This is the best offer out there, and it's exclusively for my subscribers. So once again, go to oratenewyork.com/Alyssa Anderson. Use promo code Alyssa Anderson. That's Orate New York. Orate spelled A-U-R-A-T-E, newyork.com/Alyssa Anderson. Use promo code Alyssa Anderson to get 20% off during Orate's All Humankind sale. For every purchase made during the sale period, Orate will also be donating 10% of proceeds to ACLU to support the fight for gender equity and equality in honor of International Women's Day. Thank you so much, Orate. I can't wait to show you guys the new pieces when they arrive, so I'll show you in another video. Without further ado, let's get into the video trying out all of this Merit makeup. Okay, I've zoomed you guys in for this makeup portion. Also, enjoy my light switch. You know, it's just where the shot ended up, and I can't move it because I needed help moving this desk in the first place, and Sam has retired to the upstairs, so here we go. So here I have all of my Merit goodies. I love the box. It says less is more, and also on the inside, It says this box is made from post-consumer waste and is 100% recyclable. And I just wanted to shout out Merit for that because I see you and we like it. Keep doing it. All brands. The only product I've actually opened and looked at is the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick because I wasn't sure exactly what it was or what it looked like at first glance. But on the box, it says it's not a foundation or a concealer, it's both. Use it only where you need it so you get compliments on your skin, not your makeup. And I thought that that was fun. I thought this less is more thing is like a fun trend for spring and summer, you know, like I think you can wear whatever makeup you want to at any time of the year, it doesn't matter. But I do feel for myself, I like to wear more full coverage in the winter and fall and then lighter coverage in the spring, summer. Maybe it's because like I'm sweating more. So like sweating through like thick foundation is not comfortable for me. So I thought that I would honor the whole thing and do a less is more makeup look. So I am going to start off with the Minimalist here. This is what it looks like. You pop this, whoop, and then you just have this little top here. They picked my shade for me. It actually looks like a pretty good match, to be honest. I mean, nothing really matches me perfectly because I do have such like pink undertones, but then even when I like tan a little bit, it's like pink undertones, but not pale enough for the, anyway, you don't really care. But anyway, I think that this will be an okay shade for me. This guy goes for $49. I do know that foundations are just expensive in general. I feel like this would probably last you a long time if you're using it the way that they suggest, but let's see how it goes. Let's pop it on a couple of my little zits here. So I do have a situation up here and a situation down here that's really angry. It just popped up last night. I did a big cleaning day yesterday and sometimes that just happens, you know? So I'm gonna go in with a tiny little brush here. I think this is actually a lip brush, but I'm gonna go in with it and I'm just gonna beep, 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 beep. I'm really focusing on things that don't trigger acne because I really went through a time. I'm gonna use this beauty blender kind of to buff it out. I know that if you put like stick foundation right on your face, sometimes it can harbor bacteria, blah, blah, blah. I've never really cared before, but man, does it ever feel good to have more of a clear face for myself. That's why I'm doing this. I also have these little guys over here. They are like healing / almost healed, but I have a little bit of acne scarring, you know, just is what it is. So I'm gonna plop this just over that. Down here is really where it got the worst of it. So we're just gonna like almost paint it on down there. I think I'm gonna do more of a freckly look. And honestly, from afar, my acne scarring kind of looks like freckles in my opinion, or that's what I'm going with. So I'm not gonna like worry too much about covering it all because again, we're going for a fresh faced look and we'll just pretend that they're freckles. You know, like why can we celebrate freckles and not our acne scars, which are kind of like, you know, little red spots instead of little beige or brown spots. I'm just saying, acne scars for 2022. It definitely feels like a stick foundation. It's hard for me to like say without using it on my whole face because I'm just not that good. And to be like, oh yeah, this feels like this, even though I'm just using it in such a minimal way. But I feel like the match is actually spot on, even though I was like, I can never get a match. I feel like it's really good. And somebody on their marketing team obviously did this from like a photo or a video of me not seeing me in person. So kudos to them, unless my managers told them. I don't know what happened there. I think that that covered those spots like in a nice way, like not too much, not too little. I don't know, I really like this. I like the technique too, just putting it where you need it instead of putting it all over your face. Okay, I guess that's where we're gonna leave the whole foundation situation, which is crazy because I'm so used to slathering it on, but I actually really like this. I don't know, I think that it's probably because my face is very clear right now for myself anyway. I think that if I had the acne that I had a couple of months ago, I wouldn't be as interested in doing this type of makeup situation, so there's definitely something to be said there. Okay, because I'm done with foundation, I'm gonna move on to brows and then go back in and do like bronzer, blush, highlight situation. So I'm gonna go in with the Brow 1980 Volumizing Pomade. This goes for $31. I don't really use brow gels or anything like that very often just because I actually don't have any. And brows are my biggest struggle in makeup, so honestly, I'm not the one to ask, but this is really pretty packaging. I was not expecting it to be this color, to be honest with you. I thought that it was gonna be in the, no! Oh God. I thought that it was gonna be in the same vein as this, but it's not. It's gold. I like that a lot. I think that looks really pretty. Okay, so it's a colored brow gel. I don't know if you can see that little tip. It looks like it picks up quite a bit of product, so I'm just gonna get a little bit off the sides there. I'm gonna take my little mirror here. I'll just brush it through. You know what? It didn't actually pick up too much product. I wonder, let's just go in with like a full dunk, except for that little tip. That's just gonna get everywhere. And we'll see how it goes. Left eye, full dunk. Oh, that is quite nice. You don't even need to peel? Swipe any off. I don't feel anyway. We'll see how that sets. I'm just gonna let it dry for a second because again, I'm really bad at brows. I don't know that I can work with it while it's still wet. I think that I'll just ruin it. So I'm gonna let them just hang out and then go in with bronzer. They didn't send me a bronzer, so I don't actually know if they have one in their range. I'm sure that they do, but I'm gonna go in with this Kosas bronzer. I love this bronzer. I've used it for a really long time. And just like a little MAC duo fiber brush, and then just boop, 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 boop. Which honestly, this will probably look even better just on my natural skin because I find with liquid foundation or just like foundation that I'm slathering all over my face, it really does hang out right where you put it down because you have basically like paint on your face. Whereas with your skin, I feel like you can kind of blend better, you know? I'm sure there's techniques where when you're wearing foundation, you can make it look way less, I don't know, you know? I'm not that person. Again, makeup enthusiast, not makeup artist. This is the makeup for the everyone. And yeah, I think that that looks really nice. I also really like this bronzer because it's super buildable. I find that for me, I need a less pigmented bronzer almost, or like a bronzer that doesn't pick a lot up on the brush. Otherwise, again, I get that like harsh sort of line. I'm not that good at like blending stuff out. So I actually really appreciate that about this bronzer. Okay. Let's move on to the Flush Bomb. This is their cream blush. Oh, wow. That is a shade. This is what she looks like. She comes with a little dome cap. I just twisted it off. Boop. This guy is $36. And I think I may just honestly go ... Again, I know I said like, I don't want bacteria on my stuff, but I didn't bring a brush here to do this. So I'm just gonna ... it. And I think I'm gonna go really light because I'm not super used to wearing blushes that are really pinky. Like often I'll wear a blush that is almost like a little bit pinker than a bronzer, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go in, oh, you know what? You kind of do have to like swipe it. Let's go in and blend that. It's quite sheer actually. Kind of like that buildable situation I was just talking about. Well, I think that just adds a nice amount of rosiness, to be honest with you. Let me look at this a little bit closer. Oh, I like it. That's wild. I would never have thought that I would like this shade. I'm gonna put a little bit more up there. Oh my goodness, I really like this. This is wild. Merit, coming through. Wow, it actually gives like almost a glowy highlight as well. What is in this? Huh. If you look at it up close, it glows like, what was that dew stick? Ciate? Their dew stick? That's what this glows like. Whoa, okay, very exciting. 100% this is my favorite product so far. This is the Flush Bomb in shade Cheeky. Hopefully that's the shade. Yeah, I really like this. They did actually send me a highlighting balm as well, even though I feel like I almost don't need it wearing this blush because again, it gives me that like glow from within situation, but I'm gonna try it. This is the Day Glow. It's $39. Comes in a little white packaging here. It got a little bit of moisture on it. It's probably just a little bit of the oils seeping out. I just dabbed it off, so now I won't be able to show you, but It did arrive with a little bit of the oils kind of coming out of it. I'll have to ask Sam why that happens. I think that is a thing that happens. I've seen it before, but interesting. It's also pretty cold in Canada, so that could be a possibility as well. Again, I don't know. I'm gonna rub this on my fingers actually, and then dab it on the tops of my cheeks. This is what that looks like on my finger. I'm just gonna go like this, dab, dab, dab. That kind of smells like, I don't know, plasticine. I think I need to try this without the blush because I kind of feel like it looks almost the same as the blush, like quite a bit shinier here for sure. But I feel like the blush is what's breathing the excitement into me. Oh, well, I guess on this side with the lighting, I can see quite a bit more of a difference. I wonder if they have this in different shades. I need to look that up really quick because that's gonna change how I feel about this. Possibly. Okay, they have it in 2 shades only. I don't dislike it. I wish it came in more shades. Not a huge fan of the smell. That's all I'll say. It's not all I'll say. I think that it looks really pretty. I think that it does give like a really nice dew shine. I definitely like that I put it on with my finger and then kind of like blotted it out with the beauty blender. I think that that was a good move for me. And I think that would last you a really long time because like I didn't even put a dent in that. Yeah, I really like that product. I guess the only thing I'll say about it is I wish it had more shades. Okay, let's go in and finish our eyebrows. I'm just using the Tartelette palette, a little eyebrow brush, and then powder from here. Again, I'm so bad at brows, so it's not gonna be anything exciting for you to watch. And it's not for lack of content. Like I have consumed so much brow content. It's just not my forte. So we're gonna leave my brows like that. I do like that brow gel. I don't think that it's too stiff. It's still like malleable, like I can still move them around. But I don't think that they're gonna like fall down, do you know what I mean? But again, I don't think I can do a brow product justice because I'm not the greatest at it. So there is that. This is the part I think is gonna pull this all together. I'm gonna throw on some freckles. I'm gonna use the Freck XL, the original Freck. I don't know what I'm doing here. The original Freck. I really like this product. I think it's fantastic. I haven't found anything even close to it. It just has this little dotter tool and you literally just like dot wherever you want to make fake freckles. And I do have a lot of freckles just naturally. So I kind of just like make them more pronounced. I go over like my original freckles that I can see underneath my skin, like underneath my makeup, which is way easier right now because I'm not wearing a ton of foundation. I can see my freckles a lot easier. So if you don't have freckles and you're trying to do a freckle moment, my freckles kind of go in pairs almost. Like, I don't know if you can see from that far, but you can see there's like 1, 2, and then like some space, and then 1, and then 1, 2. So I would say if you're trying to do fake freckles and you don't have any to go on, I would try that technique. Like doing them almost like in pairs instead of like dot, 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 dot. Go like 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1 sort of thing. And then I think that it looks a little bit more natural. And then I'm just going to take my little finger and dab, dab, dab these. I'm just gonna put on a whole bunch of freckles and then we'll meet back here because I do have a lip to show you. Okay, so I have all my freckles on. Hopefully you can see them. I always put freckles on my cheeks, my nose, all the way up the bridge, and then over top of my eyebrows, and then I put just a few down here. I find because I'm a person who has a lot of freckles with like a bare face, if I only put them on my cheeks, I don't like the way that it looks. However you like your freckles to look, that's 100%, you know, it's freedom of expression. I personally just like them all over my face. Like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, you know? Yeah, I just go over my regular freckles, which are all over my face. I got my freckles on. Now it's time for lip. So I was sent 2 shades of their signature lip. They go for $34 each. Let's open them up and see which shades I got. Oh, cute packaging. Here's the first one. This one is shade Tiger. Ooh, very dark. You know, I used to wear this shade a lot when I used to work at a bar. I just loved it in like the dim lighting sort of thing. It's not my favorite anymore just because I go for a lot more of a more natural look, and I find a dark lip with not much else going on up here. It's not my favorite. So let's see what shade Millennial. I don't know why I'm doing this. It hasn't even come out of the package yet. Let's see what shade Millennial is, which I am a millennial. So hopefully you did us right, Merit. Oh yeah, this one is way more my style. So I'm gonna go for this guy. I'm not gonna put lip liner on because I don't really use lip liner, okay? Don't hate me. It's just the way that I am. Let me grab this guy. Let me give this a whiff. Oh, it kind of smells like vanilla. I like that. Let's swipe it on. Oh yeah. Oh, I love that. You know what this is? This is basically my lip color, but an even tone. Do you know? Because like my lip color kind of is this, but it's almost like there's uneven spots, like they're whiter in the center because I have a little bit of dry skin. Oh, I really like that. With all my freckles, lipstick in the shade Millennial, definite 100%, love it, would buy it. Shade Tiger, probably if I was still working in the bar, I would definitely go for something like this, just not the shade for me at the time. I think this is really nice and creamy, but it almost feels like it's gonna dry down, if that makes sense. So I think that it probably won't like bleed. I love liquid lipsticks, so having a more dry cream lipstick doesn't bother me. It's not super glossy like the, what were those? Like YSL, their lipsticks. It's definitely more like trustworthy. I found that the YSL lipsticks, it was like beautiful when you put them on, and like no shade at all, but it was beautiful when you put them on, and then they would like rub off in the center and then like bleed down your lip a little bit. So that's just my personal feelings on it, being that I used to work in a bar and I wasn't able to touch up my lipstick like whenever I felt like it, sort of thing. So I'm definitely like this lipstick. I think the packaging is really cute. Boop. Love the shade. The shade is like my favorite part. I think that's it. I think we're done. Let me zoom you out and I'll show you this like fresh face beachy look from afar. Oh, that's too far. So this is what she looks like. Do you know what? I actually love this. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do. Definitely in the mirror. I still can't see the camera properly. I just got contacts and I can see like that it's in focus, thank goodness, because before I couldn't because everything was out of focus. Now I can actually see it's in focus, but I still can't see my makeup because it's a monitor this big. But in my mirror, I just love it. I think it looks so glossy. I look very freckly, really pleased with this look. I think that this is gonna be kind of my go-to makeup for the summer. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do like final thoughts. I feel like Sam. It's not my fault if my makeup videos end up sounding like Sam sometimes, okay? I watch them, I edit them, like this just, but final thoughts. The blush, 1000%, I would buy it again. I love how dewy it made me look. I felt like I didn't even need to put the highlighter over. As the highlighter has like sat on my skin, I love it even more. So again, I wasn't trying to hate on it. I think like just the oiliness was like really putting me off for some reason, but I think it went onto the skin really nicely. I do enjoy it. The lipstick is great. The concealer foundation stick thing, I do like it. I will say, I don't think it's much different for me than a foundation that I already have, or like a foundation I could find, and just applying it less, if that makes sense. I mean, if you have like a stick foundation, you could do that technique and I feel like you would come out with the same result. What I will say that I like about that though, is that it's such a good match for me. Other than that, I think that you could find something else. If you don't have a stick foundation already, or like you're not happy with your foundation and you like a more minimalist look, sure, go for it. $49 I think is pretty pricey. So again, I think that if you have something, you could do that with something else. Love the blush, love the lipstick, really liking the highlighter. Brow gel, good brow gel. Don't have a lot to compare it to because I haven't tried a lot of brow gels. So I think that it's fine. I think it's holding the brow hairs in place and it doesn't feel super like on my skin. I'm feeling like Lindsay Lohan in her like younger days vibes. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that is my almost full face of Merit makeup look for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you picked up anything from Merit, or if you have anything else from Merit that you really like, different shades perhaps, or just makeup in general. Brow tips are not welcome, to be honest with you, because I have them all, I just can't do them. So doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you have the greatest tip, it won't work for me. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you are happy and you are healthy and doing well, and I'll see you in next week's video.